Yo, what's up? It's your favorite Samoan Barkeep here. I'm drinking every bottle on the bar. Today, we are going to try out our first Westward Single Malt. For coming back to the channel, I'm Tolly, your favorite Samoan Barkeep. I'm drinking every bottle on the bar. Tonight, I'm going to dive into this. So this is going to be a little bit of a stray from the normal content you see on the channel. This is a American single malt. So if you know, I haven't done a lot of these, or I don't think I've done any of these. We've been sticking mainly to bourbon and rye, but this was a pick by the local group. Kitsap Whiskey Society. They called this the Pocket Rocket Hazmat, first ever Hazmat from Westward. So this one's coming in at 140 proof. So, you know, I figured it would be as good a time as any to dive into this Westward American Single Malt and see if I'm going to have to branch out into a new arena. So, while I'm cracking this bottle open, don't forget to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. You know how much it helps the channel. What the heck is going on here? There we go. Also, hit me in the comments. What are your thoughts on American single malts? We have a few in the area. I think Westward is in Portland. But we have Copperworks here locally that's really, really good. Typically... Oh man, that was a tough one to get out. Nice little cork pop there. But anyways, typically on the Copperworks, which is the single malt that I've tried the most often, I get real fruity, real apricot, sometimes peach kind of flavors. So we'll see how the Westward compares to that. But that is very dark. Look at that bottle. That is freaking dark. Anyway, so this was picked by Colby and from Kitsap Whiskey Society out here on the peninsula. So this is my first time trying this pick out. Colby's been doing great on the picks so far, so I'm hoping he keeps it up with this Westward pick here. So nothing as far as details on the bottle here. I'm sure they know how old this is, but it doesn't say on the bottle how old it is. Just 140 proof, first ever Hazmat. And I got bottle number 107. So, all right, let's dive in. Check out the nose. All right, so not as fruity as I was expecting on the nose. Get a little bit of that apricot. It's really, really dark. I'm getting like a chocolatey, a little bit of coffee notes. Definitely different than the prototypical bourbon and rye that I typically drink. So, all right, well, Pocket Rocket, 140 proof Westward Hazmat pick from Kitsap and Tap. Let's check it out. Man, it definitely does not drink as hot as you would expect for a Hazmat to come through. So, not much ethanol burn at all, but you do feel it. It feels nice. Definitely not as fruity as the Copperworks stuff I was talking about. But I definitely do get real heavy coffee flavor on that. I mean, it's not like you're drinking coffee, but you definitely get those kind of notes. It's not as thick and viscous as I was hoping it would be. And the finish, I'd say, is it's medium. It doesn't go on forever. It's not crazy long finish for me, but man, you definitely do get that fruitiness, a touch of the fruitiness, just a little bit of that kind of apricot-y note on the front of the palate, and then it's just deep, dark coffee notes on the end of the palate. These are notes I'm not really that familiar with coming from a single malt, so there's some other notes in there, but I'm not really able to kind of pick them out here. So this is going to be one you're going to have to try for yourself. Stop by the bar, you know, I'll give you a pour of this. You can check it out, see what you think. But for the price, I think this one was about 135 bucks. It's good. Not great. Not my favorite single malt I've ever tried. But it's definitely solid, and it's cool that it's the first ever Hazmat from Westward. So, am I disappointed in this bottle? No. But my buddy Bill let me try another pick from Westward, and I think that one blew my socks off compared to this one. So, anyways, this one's sold out. You're not gonna be able to get it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, for me, it's good, not great. Yeah, it's fine. I think I definitely prefer my bourbon and rye over single malts, so I'm glad this is not just a banger that's going to force me to dive into the single malts head over heels. But yeah, it's very, very good. It's interesting. It's a little different tasting notes. If you're a bourbon or rye person, definitely, you know, give Westward a shot, because they get some really interesting tasting notes on their single malt. So, all right, there you have it. Westward Pocket Rocket Hazmat. It's good. There you go. All right, well, you know what we do. As always, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Cheers.